What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today, if you're a skinny guy trying to build your biceps and you're struggling, or really just anybody, I'm gonna give you some tips and pointers and I'm gonna show you how to fix that. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so my first tip for this video is you need to know what part of the bicep you're trying to target. So the long head, sometimes referred to as the peak, you get the most stimulation when your elbows are back behind the body. And what this does is it puts a really good stretch on those fibers that connect to the shoulder and the elbow. So if you're trying to target that head, again, elbows back behind the body, getting a good stretch on it. If you're trying to target the short head on the inside, where the majority of the meat of your bicep is, you really want to focus on bringing the elbows out in front of your body and really focusing on turning the pinkies out at the top of the move. When you turn your pinkies out at the top of the movement, that actually shortens the bicep as much as possible. So you need to know what part of the bicep you're trying to target. And yeah, when you're trying to hit the long head, remember, elbows back, palms up. So something like a drag curl, either on an incline bench like what I have behind me, or even on a cable tower will work good. Also, you'll notice when you get fatigued that you kind of want to shrug up the weight at the top. Just focus, like I said, elbows back, palms up to the ceiling. That's the only thing I'm thinking about the whole time I'm doing it. Now to target that short head, what I'm gonna do is a single arm incline curl. Yeah, so I'm at a different gym for this exercise, but no big deal. What I want you to do is open up your wrist at the bottom. So what I'm doing is I'm opening up the wrist like this. I'm coming down, getting a good stretch on the short head, and I'm coming up and I'm twisting my wrist at the top. Twisting the wrist shortens the bicep as much as possible. So make sure, open up the wrist, point your knuckles down towards the ground, get a good stretch on the way down, and then twist the wrist at the top. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so what this looks like up close. Knuckles down, open the wrist, nice and slow on the way down, and I'm twisting my pinky at the top. Knuckles down, nice and slow on the way down, twist the pinky. Twisting that pinky shortens the bicep as much as possible and gets you that peak contraction you're looking for on that short head. All right, so my second tip for this video is you need to make sure you're getting good frequency when you're training your biceps throughout the week. So if this is a muscle you really struggle to grow, you need to be getting good frequency and good work on them throughout the week. So I'm currently on a push-pull legs routine with a arm day at the end of the week. So my biceps are getting trained 3 times a week. I do a push-pull legs, and then I follow up with that arm day. So if your biceps are something you really struggle to grow, you need to make sure you're getting good volume on them throughout the week. That way you can see growth over time. Some people have good arm genetics, and I am not one of them. So if you're one of those people too, you need to make sure you're getting volume on them throughout the week. Now to help get that good width to your bicep, you also want to make sure you're doing exercise that's going to hit that brachialis. So the brachialis is right here in the middle of your arm, and it kind of separates your bicep from your tricep. It's an elbow flexor that works with your bicep. So I found the best thing that's helped me is doing something like a pronated curl, where you're sticking your elbows out in front of you and you're curling up. So this takes your bicep out of the movement, and it pretty much puts all that tension on the brachialis right here. So I'm gonna show you how to do a pronated curl in a second. All right, so the key steps with this move are you wanna keep your elbows out in front of your body, and I'm thinking about twisting my wrists up and towards the ceiling. So I'm thinking about kind of opening up my palms to the ceiling. So the palms of my hands are facing the ceiling. So elbows locked out, open the palms to the ceiling. a hard time doing these and keeping your elbow in the same place in space, you can also do it on a preacher curl or an incline bench, just to help keep your elbows where they're supposed to be. Because like I said, you're thinking about keeping your elbows out front, twisting your palms up towards the sky. All right, so my third and final tip for this video is you need to train with intensity. So I know a lot of guys look forward to training their arms just because it's that fun muscle, and it doesn't take a whole lot of energy to train compared to, say, something like your legs. But if it's a genetically weak muscle, you really need to train it hard, and you need to bring just as much intensity training your biceps as you would, say, your legs. So that's gonna wrap this video up. If you liked it, drop a like, subscribe to the channel because I'm dropping videos every Wednesday at 5 p.m. and I don't want you to miss out. I will see you guys in the next one.